Hello and welcome to AGB Art. Tonight I'll show you an easy way to make a pair of beautiful Dutch pour paintings. If you enjoy this video, please press like and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. I'm reusing two 12-inch square canvases. I've already gone ahead and used frog tape on the back so the back of the frame will stay clean. I've got giant push pins that I push into the frame to keep the canvas up off the table. I'm using American Floetrol in some of my paints. This is a latex-based extender that can be bought at a hardware store. I also have a culinary torch and my Revlon hairdryer with the diffuser tip. I will use that on a cool setting. I like to wear gloves so my hands can stay fairly clean. And here are my colors. I would not recommend using metallics as a beginner. These tube paints I bought at Michael's. The metallic paint I also bought at Michael's. It can also be bought on Amazon. The apple barrel paint I don't recommend using, but I loved the color and I got it from Walmart. Amsterdam Titanium White is known to be a cell activator, and I will use it within my colors, but not as my base. My base paint is interior wall paint that I bought at Lowe's. It is a satin or semi-gloss finish with no primer in it. So here you see I've pre-mixed the paints. I'm lining them up and I'm using a styrofoam plate, and I'm making dots of the paints in a row. This is my way of doing a card consistency test. When you put dots of paint in a row on a card or a plate and then tilt the plate, you want the paints to all run at the same speed. And here you see it pretty much is running at the same speed. I'm happy with the consistency of the paints. I don't feel like I need to add any water at all. Now I've grabbed my really big solo cup of base paint. Again, this is interior wall house paint, and it's mixed with the American Floetrol. It's about 1 part paint to 2 parts Floetrol with a little bit of water. I'm using my blow dryer to spread the white base paint on my canvas. Once I've spread the base paint well enough on both canvases, I use the culinary torch to pop any air bubbles that I see. And now I'm getting ready to do the second one. And I apologize for some of that to be off camera. Here I am pouring the white base paint, and I will use my blow dryer to spread the white base paint. I apologize for any whistling noises in the background. I have a furnace that runs most of the day and I have no control over that whistling. I use my gloved hand to make sure the white base paint is on all the sides of the canvases. Once I've torched the white base again for air bubbles, I start with the colors. I really like this deep dark blue, and I'm pouring a line so that it continues on to the second canvas. I'm going to carefully layer the colors. I usually start with a dark color first and then go to a light color, then back to a dark color. I like to torch the colors again just to catch any stray air bubbles, but also to activate the chemicals within the paints. I'm going to put a little bit of the white titanium Amsterdam on top of the colors and along the edges of the colors. This is mixed with water only. It's Amsterdam paint with water only as a cell activator. Again, I'll torch. And next, I'm going to take my blow dryer and I'm going to cover the colors with the white titanium on top of the colors. And you'll see that I stop blowing and I torch again. I'm really hoping to get some cool cells. Now I'm ready to blow out the colors. You'll see that I only do one pass with the blow dryer on any part of the canvas. If you do more than one pass, you will muddy the colors. I torch again to see if I can get any cells to come up. And again, you only have to torch where you want the cells. You don't have to have cells through the entire painting. I'm dabbing a bit of brown that I dropped there. Now I've decided I want that to be white. So I'm putting a little bit more of the base coat where I dabbed the brown up. And then I'm using my blow dryer to put a little bit of color in there so it looks like I never had that accident. Now I'm leaning forward and I'm blowing out some of the design. There are puddles of paint that didn't blow well, so blowing with your mouth helps spread those colors out. You can see some of my edges look too perfect. So I'm checking them out now and going over to pick up a straw. It's a plastic drinking straw. And this really focuses the air that I'm blowing directly in a spot. And it just makes those edges look a little more organic to me. Here are the finished paintings. What do you think? I absolutely love them. I'm really pleased with how that dark blue mixed with the brown and the white and the turquoise. Look at those cells. Is that just not incredible? There's a lot of lacing, there's cells in there. There's a little bit of muddying, but it's okay with me. These paintings will sit where they are overnight, and then I will move them over to a shelf where they will sit for a day or two before putting them on my drying rack. If you enjoyed the video, please press like and subscribe. See you next time.